In this example, we're going to solve the system by using the method of elimination. So again, we start with at least two equations. And so I'm going to rewrite them and stack them vertically. Now, the process of elimination means that we are going to eliminate one of the variables. And we do that by either addition or subtraction. So we look at the system and we identify if we add or subtract the equations right now, what would happen? So if I was to add these together, I would collect like terms. So my 5x plus 2x would become 7. My negative 3y plus 1y would become negative 2y. So I'm not going to add them because it's not eliminating one of the variables. If I subtract them, the same thing happens. 2 minus 5x, I'm still going to have some x's. Y minus negative 3y, I'm still going to have y's. So instead of just directly adding and subtracting, it looks like I actually need to modify one of these examples first. So I'm going to pick which variable I want to eliminate. And I'm going to eliminate my y. I have 1y in the first equation and negative 3 in the bottom equation. Now I need those coefficients to be the same. So I'm going to actually multiply the top equation by 3 and rewrite it. So if I do that, I get 6x plus 3y is equal to negative 12. So if this was equation 1, this is my new equation 1. And here's equation 2. And I'm going to stack equation 2 down below. 5x minus 3y is equal to 1. Now what I've done is I've created a new set of equations that I can add or subtract in order to eliminate a variable. So if I look at these, if I add them together, I will actually eliminate the y. So 6x plus 5x will give me 11x. 3y minus 3y will give me 0y. And on the right hand side, negative 12 plus 1 is negative 11. So the whole purpose of this is getting rid of one of the variables so we can solve for the other. And now that we have x is equal to negative 1, I can plug that back into either equation to solve for my y value. So I'm going to plug into equation 2 and solve for y. 5 times negative 1 minus 3y is equal to 1. Negative 5 equals negative 5 minus 3y equals 1. We add 5 to both sides. Negative 3y is equal to 6. Negative 3y equals 6. Divide by negative 3. So y is equal to negative 2. So if I put those together, negative 1 minus 2, that is the coordinate for the intersection of this system. So let's recap. We are doing elimination. That means our coefficients need to be the same. If they're not, I can take either equation or both of them and multiply them by a number in order to get those coefficients the same. Then I add or subtract, and I eliminate one of the variables, take the remaining variable and plug it into one of the equations to find the leftover variable.